Hello everyone. So today we are again present with one of the scenario-based question which was asked in an interview, and the main ask in this basically scenario-based question was that we have one library. For example, here I have mentioned the name of the library is office, and inside this office library we have so many tables. So just for the example, I have mentioned here only 4 tables. There could be the cases that we'll be seeing the 50 tables or 60 tables or 100 of tables. That could be the case. But we have only 4 tables over here. And the nomenclature of these data sets is designed in such a way that you will see there is a fixed type of prefix here. It's like temp underscore is the fixed prefix here. So we have to basically append all these datasets into the one dataset, and the name of the appended dataset would be called the final. And this is like that we have to do manually. We have to automate this task. Like we have to make use of the macros here. So we'll be looking at the solution of this question. So okay, let's begin it and let's see in the SAS environment how to solve this problem. Okay, so like as you can see here that I have created some dummy data sets. The same format I have kept it over here, like with the fixed prefix here, like the temp underscore, right? And I have mentioned one of the library which is called the office, and the path I have given to it. So this office library will belong to this part on the left hand side inside the SAS underscore class. So I'll be creating all these 4 tables, and you will see that we have different information within it. Like we have 2 columns inside it, like ID and name, and all these 4 tables are consisting of different records. So let's run it and see if it runs fine or not. Okay, so it has run successfully. We can see we have all the 4 tables, right? 3, 1, and this second one also. Okay, so it has created successfully. So there is a simple way of like appending all these tables whenever you are working in your office or you get these kind of scenario in an interview. You can simply answer in this way that whatever the number of data sets are there in any particular folder with the same type of prefix or suffix. So right at that point of time you can make use of this thing. Like I'm creating, like for example, office.final table, right? Final temp, let's say, and I'll be mentioning here the set command, and after set I'll have to mention that from which folder, like from which path or which library I'm picking up these data sets. So it is from the office library itself. So I'll be mentioning it like that it starts with temp underscore starts, and I'll be making use of the wildcard. So it's it's represented by the column. So once I'll do this and I'll run this, let's see what do we get the result. Okay, so you can see that we have all the records appended over here. So in this way you can easily do this thing, right? There is one more method. For example, okay, let me show you. I'm just deleting these files from here. Okay, let also delete the final. For example, there might be the case which can come to you that suppose you are working in a SAS and you have created all these files in a work library, right? So in a work library we don't need to mention the path, right? Let's see, this way. So okay, so you can see that we have all these 4 tables and all these are in the work library, right? So we know in SAS we do not need to mention the work. So it will basically by default consider it as a work library. In this case we can make use of the into clause. So how to use that part, let me show you. I'll be making use of like mem name, which we have already discussed in our previous videos. So I'll be keeping it into the where, right? And they will be separated by space. I'll explain you that why I have kept the space between these multiple variables, and I'll be picking up these values from dictionary.table. So last time we had worked on the dictionary.column, so this time we are working with the dictionary.tables. And again, same thing, we are mentioning here the lib name, and what is our lib name, which is work, and okay, and we'll be mentioning our lib mem name, which is basically the dataset name. So we can mention it like this, like temp underscore and percentage. Percentage means that whatever the name could come, and whatever number of character it can consist of, right? So in this way we'll be mentioning all these things, and we can also see this result in our log window, for example, like this. Okay, and I'll be creating final table. I'll simply mention this part. So let's see how does it go. Okay, we have encountered some error. Okay, sorry. So I forgot one semicolon here. Okay, so I think yeah, it has run successfully. We can see in the final table we have all the results, right? And all these tables were created in the work library. So in this way, like either you want to make use of the wildcard, you can do that. That's a simpler one. Or you want to use this type of method, you can do also this thing. So basically, I just wanted to show you that we like different methodology of doing the same thing. Here we are using the into clause. We are also making use of the dictionary.tables, and like we are also making use of this regular expressions. So how all these things work, and also this part which I mentioned here, percent put. So it will be representing all the values of the var in the log window. So let me check. Let me run it again. Okay. Okay, see, here it is representing the value of this thing. So it says temp underscore 1. So because and at that point of time I told you that I'm mentioning here this space, so separated by the space. So why is it that? So that whenever we'll be keeping this value inside the statement, it will consider it like 4 different tables, and it will be easy to append it. So this one is the longer method, I know. You can make use of the wildcard option. So this was the solution for that scenario based question. I hope you liked it. Thank you guys.